I would like to acknowledge all First Peoples who have called this place home for thousands of years and who welcomed us here to make our own lives. May we always dwell together on these lands with respect, understanding, and a sincere commitment to walking the journey of reconciliation, and now I say reconciliation. Before I go any further, I want to acknowledge the presence of my aide-de-camp for today. I know Greta mentioned that Captain Todd Walsh was with me today as my aide. All these women and men you see accompanying or hanging out with the Lieutenant Governor in their uniforms, they're all volunteers with the office of the Lieutenant Governor. And so I would like to acknowledge the presence of Captain Todd Walsh, plus each and every person in this room who volunteers their time. And that includes the Canadian Polish Congress Alberta Society, the board members, under the very capable leadership of Greta. So thank you to all the volunteers in this room for all that you do for our communities. Thank you so much. I know some special guests were recognized earlier, and all of you here are special distinguished guests. But I want to extend a very, very warm welcome to the Consul General, who's based in Vancouver, right? We had the honor of meeting earlier. Well, we met last year. I forget that we're in a new year. But welcome to Alberta. And you brought the rain, I think, from Vancouver. I don't know. We've had kind of funny weather today, rain and snow and everything. And whilst it's cold outside, Consul General, our hearts are really very warm. And we love to extend warm welcomes to everybody who visits Alberta. And I also want to acknowledge the presence of our national president of the Canadian Polish Congress, who has flown over from Toronto. Welcome. Welcome to our cold province, but people have very, very warm hearts. So welcome. So I'm going to keep I know Greta said there are many speakers and they each are going to say a few things. So I'm going to keep my remarks short. Right, Greta? So since my appointment as Lieutenant Governor, I've had the pleasure of meeting many leaders and community members within the Polish community. And for me, it was a particular honor to welcome for the first time the President of the Republic of Poland to Alberta, President Duda, last year. And you know, we had a wonderful, I went to the airport to welcome him to our beautiful province. And then he came over to my office at the legislature to pay me a courtesy call. And we had such a delightful conversation. And the one thing President Duda said to me, and this is what a lot of people say, your country is very big. So when I went to meet His Majesty the King in 2023, he said that to me 3 times. Your country is very big. And you know, President Duda said the same thing, but then in the same breath he says, I'm amazed at how everything works in your country from coast to coast to coast. You know, and I said, yes, it truly is amazing. So we had a wonderful, delightful conversation, and I did invite him to come back to Alberta and visit with us. And, you know, I'd like to say that the contributions of the Polish community in Alberta, I know that the early migrants came here in the late 1800s. They came with this pioneering spirit and their willingness to work hard and work the land. And they helped build the province. And they worked very closely with our indigenous communities here, who helped them out. So from that day onwards, the contributions of the members of the Polish community here in Alberta are significant and numerous, too numerous to mention. But you know, you're in the academia, in politics, in the science, in the arts. And we thank you. As Lieutenant Governor, I would like to say a big thank you from the bottom of my heart two members of the Polish community who have contributed so much. Our province, our beautiful province of Alberta, and our beautiful country, Canada, is all the richer for your, with your contribution. So thank you so much for all that you have contributed to building this province and country. Tonight, I would also like to thank the staff at the Polish Hall who have worked so hard to make this evening truly special. This was wonderful, and I was just told by the Consul General that the young people who served us, they're not servers, they're doing this as sort of volunteers here, right? And maybe getting a little honorarium or something. But it's wonderful to see that they are willing to come out and do this. And one thing, you invited us to this traditional, now, is it Opłatek? Opłatek tradition, which is, yes, which celebrates the Christmas season. And I must say, this has been a truly educational evening for me. And what a touching ceremony that was, where we went and wished each other well. We are here learning about one another, celebrating our differences, and moving ahead with that. And I sincerely hope that what we shared this evening with one another lasts with us the whole year. It stays with us for the whole year, not just for this evening. So I would also like to extend my thanks to President Greta and all the members of the Canadian Polish Congress Alberta Society's Board of Directors, who, as I mentioned, are all volunteers. You have done so much to represent the interests of the Polish community and bring attention to Poland's contributions to science and the arts. As His Majesty the King's representative in Alberta, I wish you all a blessed New Year with good health, much happiness, renewed hope, and Greta asked us to wish each other peace. I wish you all peace. And in my culture, peace, the word for peace is salam. My name means peace, Salma. So salam is what I wish to each and every one of you. And please let us be forever grateful for all the blessings that we enjoy in this, our beautiful country. But never let us forget that there are many around us, locally and globally, who are facing tremendous challenges. Let us keep that light of Christmas, that breaking of bread with us all year round, and think of those around us who could do with a little bit of help. Thank you so much.